Alright guys, it's time to get personal. I have a confession and some of you may already know, but I failed nursing school. Welcome back, beauties and gents, to Inspirational Sensation. My name is Lachey and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my nursing school experience and how I turned failure into power. Let's get straight into it. In 2017, I was accepted into the licensed practical nursing program. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of what the LPN program is, it is the licensed practical nurse program where you would go to school for 11 months consecutively, and then you would graduate and you would receive your certificate in nursing. For the first semester, it was so exciting. I was ready. I was so amped up because I was joining a new group of girls and one guy in this program. And I was just ready to see what this program had to offer. I was very curious because I had heard so much, and then I'm going into a field that at this time I'm really passionate about. I mean, the atmosphere was great. These girls were extraordinary, and we were all ready to take on the roles of leaders in not only in our program but in the real world. The first semester, even though it was challenging, it was pretty much a breeze. We all got through it together. And so yeah, that was the first semester. Okay, moving on into semester 2. This semester began a little bit rocky. Of course, I faced a few oppositions, but I never made excuses. And that is the beauty of nursing school that I truly embrace. My most valued lesson as a nursing student was definitely taking accountability. And I'm gonna give you guys an example of a time where I had learned the essence of accountability. So there was a day where we had clinicals, and the patient whom I had, I can't say her name, but I'll use Bertha, right? I had Bertha, and by the end of the clinical session, we were all called into a circle. Our nursing instructor pulled us to the side and she says, guys, there is something I want to discuss with you. Bertha's bed was left up, and I thought immediately to myself, oh my God, I left her bed up. And it wasn't intentionally, it was by complete, accident. And so I said, you know what? I raised my hand and I said, I'm so sorry, but I left Miss Bertha's bed up. And she's like, okay, that's okay. I put it down, but I need to talk to you really quick. So I was like, oh my God, this is like the end for me. I'm in so much trouble. And actually my instructor was really cool about it. She says, Lachey, you're a great student, but you have to be very careful when it comes to leaving the patient's beds up. It's very dangerous and they could hurt themselves. And I was like, you're right. I'm sorry about it. And from that point out, I made sure that I never left a patient's bed up, not only in clinicals, but as a CNA as well, because that's what I am now. I am a CNA. So yeah, I took that lesson with me, and then I felt good that I made it known that I was responsible for the mistake, because I was, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we all make mistakes. So definitely accountability is what I love the most. Now, moving on to the end of that semester. So guys, I had 3 exams that I had to take, and that was in med-surg, maternal, and clinicals. So I was a little bit concerned about maternal because my sitting grade at the end was a 75%. Now in the program, if any of you have been to the nursing program, you know that our grading scale is much different than any other program there is. And especially because we as nurses or nursing students have to be held at a higher level of responsibility. So I'll give you an example. If you make a 75 or below, that is considered failing, because a 92 in nursing school is a B, and then an 82 is a C, and then anything after that, you pretty much in the D's and F's at that point. So yes, so a 75 was my sitting grade at that one, and I was definitely concerned because I was like, oh my God, this final exam is gonna make me or break me. So guys, I studied as usual, as per usual. I studied with my friend and I made sure that we had everything down pat. I made sure we listened to the integrities over and over again. I studied the ATIs, I did my flashcards. Guys, I was really invested into this program and I was so ready to achieve my goal and, you know, fulfill my passion of being a nurse. But in the end, unfortunately, I did not make it. So my final exam grade was a 73, which dropped my grade down to a 74.2. So unfortunately, I did not pass. And that was okay, guys. You know, it wasn't, I mean, I was devastated. Don't get me wrong. I was devastated and heartbroken. And on top of that, I had another exam that I had to complete. And I'm like, I don't even want to go because I'm a failure. But I didn't cry. I just was like, I don't know if I should just go to that or just drop it. But in the end, I actually went and I aced the exam, my last exam. And you know, I went with my head held high because I knew in my heart that, you know, even though that was a setback and I knew I had failed the course according to the curriculum of the nursing program, that I was okay. You know, I was okay and that I wasn't dead. It didn't kill me. It didn't hurt me physically. So I was definitely okay with knowing that, you know what, you failed, but you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing through. And then also on top of that, another thing was that I'm like, how did I fail maternal and I'm a mom? But if we look at it, guys, the nursing curriculum and real life is completely two separate things. So don't ever think, oh, I'm a mom, so I should know maternal, because maternal was, I found to be the most challenging courses in all of my lifetime. But yes, it was definitely a fun experience, guys. And I just want to say this. Being in the nursing program, I took so much more than what I walked in with. I took so much more out. I gained friendships, I gained a fun experience, and I gained knowledge, most importantly. And knowledge is the greatest strength you could ever have, the greatest weapon you could ever have, because no one can take what you know away from you, right? I definitely kept a positive attitude about the nursing program, and it was just, the nursing program was everything to me, and I really felt like I did my best and I tried. So let's see, can you really say that I failed? So guys, that is all for this episode. If you have anything that you would like to share, please feel free to share them in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. If you're a nursing student, shout out to my nursing students if you're watching. Let me know your experiences, you know, or if you have any questions for me that I could answer, I would love to know them, because I would love to answer your questions. And if you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing so that way you won't miss out on these inspirational vibes. Till next time, beauties and gents, bye!